Hello, ladies and gentlemen. GreatTaz here once again with another replay from the world of tanks. And in this replay, we'll be watching myself play the Russian Tier 9 Heavy, the T-10, aka the IS-8. And this battle will be on Highway. Another map on Highway. And let's get on with the action. Alright, here we go. I got off to a momentarily late start, about 15-second late start. I am also in a platoon with a couple friends, Killer Mustang and Stone Cold Trooper, both from the Kill Stealers clan. Alright, me and Killer are playing T-10s, and Stone Cold is playing his Object 430. Stone Cold went to towards the one line, and me and Killer have decided we're going to go into the city. Since we are pretty much the top tier heavies, even though it is a tier, we're the top tier heavies in the game. The top tier tanks are, a medium, a TD, and artillery. They're all tier 10. So in the turn of all, we are the top tier heavies. And then we have to deal with basically us versus a Conqueror and an IS-3. So we're kind of on the advantage side here. We have two tier 9s versus a tier 8 and a tier 9. And here I move into position to start reverse side scraping. Because yes, it is an IS. And yes, the ISs are really good at reverse side scraping. IS-3 peeks around. I'm not quite perfectly parked for the reverse side scraping, but I did it anyways. And I give him a good shot in the gullet. And there he is again. And I don't get loaded in time to get the second shot off into the IS-3 before he's out of my aim. We can hear the bat chat taking some shots there. I'm still looking for someone to shoot, come around that corner. Killer is over there taking care of business over where he's at. And it looks like Stone Cold and the rest of the one-liners or mediums have... Oh, look, there's the Patton, the tier 10. Decided he wanted to come into the city, which probably wasn't the most advisable action on his part. And we're going to give him a shot, and wow, I bounced. All right. T-54 shoots a heat round into me, gold, and all it does is hit my tracks. And that's the reason for reverse side scraping. That would have probably easily went through in the front of my track. There he peeks around the corner, and I take a shot into him, and the Patton shoots me and hits my track. Now, that's part with reverse side scraping you have happened a lot, is you end up with the whole getting tracked a lot. But on the same side, on the opposite side of that, there's the Conqueror, there's the Patton again. As you can see, if you're watching in the bottom left-hand corner, I've only taken one shot for damage, and that was from the Patton, of course. There, I have blocked 4 shots, 3 of them being track shots, and 1 of them being a gold ammo shot. So, now you understand a little bit by reverse side scraping. Here, the Patton's trying to get by, I shoot him. And he shoots at Killer. And he does finally get by that little hole. There, the IS-3 is peeking around. I'm loading. He's not paying any attention to me, so I'm going to take the shot into him, track him, and then our Tortoise is going to take care of him. Now, our bat chat over here is doing just the opposite. He's fully broadside, showing his broadside of his tank. And in turn, he's getting tore up. Now, some tanks you can get away with this because they have decent side armor, but the bat chat does not. And as you can see, he's down to 31%. And there the bat chat takes out the AMX-30, and our CDC takes out a JPEG E100, and that's from behind. There's the Patton. Now, we're pretty much between the 3 of us with a little support from the Tortoise, have held off the majority of their team that went into the city. There we take out the Patton and call it a day. Now we're going to peek around the corner. Oh, look. Even blocked that shot from the 704. And now I got 2 heavies coming in charging at me. And I'm not really overly worried because I can outmaneuver, push, and bully these 2 around. All right. There's the Cent 1, 7-1. I'm going to turn. He was taken out by our GW E100. And now I'm going to push the 704 so he has to face down the road and has to give me his side, which is no problem. Killer was coming around to take care of him, but I had him in a position where he had no choice but to die. And in that turn, the AMX takes out their Conqueror, and we call it a day. All right. Well, that puts that battle to a rest. And as you can see at the end of the battle, the 704 and the Cent 7-1 got desperate. They both charged by Killer and tried to rush into me. It did them no good because in the end of it all, I only took another 422 damage, and that was a shot from the Centurion 7-1. I blocked the 704 shot. I blocked the ramming from the 704. I took ramming damage from the Centurion 7-1, and then he shot me. So overall, in total, in my reverse side scraping up to the 704, my first 5 shots that I received, 1 went through, 4 were blocked. That is how you reverse side scrape, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you learned something. Now we're going to go ahead and run on off over to good WoT Records and check out and see how we did. All right, we got a 2nd class badge for that performance, and we got Duelist and also got Fire for Effect. We also ended up with High Caliber, and that High Caliber came from our 4,461 damage. The overall battle was a 5,402 WN8 game. Overall, really good. Here, I don't even need to switch back and forth because I was top on damage and top on experience. Killer was right below me on damage. However, he was 3rd in experience. And then Stone Cold Trooper, even though he had 793 damage, he took a lot of damage early on in the game, so he kind of stuck back, so his experience was a little bit lower than other people's, which is no big deal. He didn't really do as well as he would have liked, and it's no big deal. Even so, everybody has their bad days, and I've had some bad day games on this channel. So I fired 11 shots, all 11 of them hit, 1 bounced, so that's almost 100% hit ratio and 100% damage ratio, and it was just a crap luck. Do I use any special mods, any special thing? No, I don't. I don't at all. I don't use an aimbot. I use 2 mods. I use XVM, and I use that mainly because it gives me the 2-tier garage outlay, and it's larger. It gives me all the information, a lot of the information right on top of the tanks, right in my garage, and I use Yazen Krasen's stat mods. Both, if you really want to not worry about downloading each individual, they are in Aslan's mods, and that's the only 2 mods that I use. I don't even care about what other players' stats are, even seeing it in XVM, even though I do. And I don't really use it for anything other than really the garage stuff. And the garage stuff is what I like the most. I don't use any mods to help me in battle. I think that's a form of cheating. I have seen Des Gamer's video on turning on all the mods and see what it does, and a lot of that stuff that is in that mod, I will tell you and inform you, it is, even though it is on the mod's website, it is on the Russian mod website, and it is not legal on a North American server. So received 7 shots, only 2 which penetrated, 5 which did not, and a lot of other things. As you can see here, 65, 74, 55, and I got some good turns. With that all being said, ladies and gentlemen, I do hope you like this video. I could have went in more detail here, but I did not. Just running on in my 3rd video, and So if you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't and think it deserves a thumbs down, go ahead and give it a thumbs down. If you're not a subscriber, please go ahead and subscribe and click the bell to get almost little instant notifications of my new uploads. With that all being said, ladies and gentlemen, this is GreatTaz signing off, wishing everyone a great day. Hope you have one, and we will see you again in the world of tanks.